Hey guys, hey guys, hi. Wait, let me set things up. Give me a moment. Hey there guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me set things up. Hey guys, mic test. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's under questions. Yes, you can hear. Hey, you guys can hear. Nice. All right. Hey, thank you very much. Let's give it a moment for the others to join before we begin. So yeah, today we will have quite a fun webinar. We'll be learning about the multiple moving average strategy. Hey, good morning. Wait, let me try to pull out the questions tab. All right, everything is clean. Let me pull out the attendees list too. Hey guys, just a random question. Have you guys seen me before presenting on IC markets? Anyone seen me before on IC markets? Hi there. Hi Chun. Hi Pedro. Okay. Let's begin. Okay. It's your first time here. Okay, Jerome, you're asking, will the recording be available after the end of my presentation? This should be recording and it will take some time for them to actually upload. So I did a few webinars before for IC markets and it took maybe 1 to 2 weeks for them to upload. Yes, you attended my Wyckoff webinar. Hey, thank you very much, Kanimba. Hey, good morning, Simon. So before we begin, for the newcomers, just a very quick one. So when we go to the IC Markets website, to find future webinars like this, it's under trading and is it trading? Okay, I think this is my first time on this website right here. Okay, it's under more, education and webinar. So you guys can actually check out the upcoming webinars that we have. And they are in many different languages: Bahasa, English, Espanol, Portuguese. Okay, so the webinars will be uploaded to IC Markets YouTube channel and it's under videos. So the TDI trading strategy, and that's me right there, but it wasn't presented by me. So I'm not sure why they put my picture, but it's fine. And the turtle trading strategy, I think it took a while for them to upload. So yeah, you guys can actually view the previous webinars here. Okay, let me begin. I shall not waste time. Time waits for no man. Let's begin. Okay, present. Okay, welcome to the IC Markets webinar. Today I will be presenting on the multiple moving average strategy. Okay, disclaimer as usual, guys. This webinar is purely educational and is not construed as trading advice. So please do your own due diligence before you start trading. Okay, the agenda, the topics for today, I'll be presenting what we will be going through what is the multiple moving average strategy, how do we use it, and how can we improve on it. So during the improvement parts, I will probably present my own strategies, or maybe you guys can let me know then what kind of strategies you guys use so that we can combine the multiple moving average strategy. So introducing myself as your host, my name is Chen Yongjing. I've done a few webinars before on IC Markets, and I'm the markets analyst for the company. So I'm at Everest Fortune Group. We are an award-winning research firm, and we are the Technical Analyst Award finalists for Best Forex and Equity Research for 2019, 2020, and 2021. Hey, hello, Kelvin. Hey, thanks, man. Hi. Okay, moving. on what is the multiple moving average strategy. Okay, what is it? So when you turn on this strategy, it's called the GMMA. GMMA. It's called the Guppy multiple moving average strategy. So it looks very, very confusing. So there are many, many lines, green, red. How are we going to use it? It looks very confusing, but actually it's quite simple to use it. I will explain it. So what is it? It's the Guppy multiple moving average. So it's not this Guppy, it's not this. This is the guy that invented it. Okay, the Guppy multiple moving average, also known as the GMMA, is a technical indicator that aims to anticipate a potential breakout in the price of an asset. It got its name from Daryl Guppy, that's his name. He's an Australian financial columnist and a book author who developed the concept in his book Trading Tactics. His method, DGMMA, uses the exponential moving average, DEMA, to capture the difference between price and value in a stock. A convergence in these factors is associated with a significant trend change. Guppy maintains that GMMA is not a lagging indicator, but a prior warning of a developing change in price and value. Okay, let's continue. Okay, how do we use it? So the short-term moving averages are set to all these numbers, but I'll show you guys the indicator on TradingView. The long-term moving averages are set to this. So you do not have to set anything when we get the indicator on TradingView. It's already all set by default to those values. So coming on, how do we use it? Although it looks very, very confusing. So we are looking at the short term, the first one, for a buy. So when the short term average move above the longer term average, it indicates the possibility of a bullish uptrend. So I'll show the example first before we move on to this. So this is a long example. When the green color line, the short-term average move above the long-term average, we can actually start to buy right there. Our stop loss can be below there. So it's actually pretty simple. You are not looking at all the other small lines, so many lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are not focusing on that. You are looking at it as a whole. So this is a long bullish example, a very simple one. And this is the short example. Yes, good day to me. Yes, good day, sir. Thanks, Jamilu. Okay, moving back. Okay, when the short-term group of moving averages falls below the longer term group of moving average, it indicates the possibility of a bearish downtrend. So you just take a look right here. Price, it crossed over. You just take a shot. Maybe upon this candle close, who knows? So it's up to you. How your strategy, how do you want to use it? So this is, if I'm not wrong, it was on the M15 charts or the H1. So you can actually go down to the smaller time frame for confirmations of the crossover before you enter early right there. You can possibly enter right there. And your stop loss at the very top, also known as the swing high. I'll write it out, swing high. And then you just short it down. So we will not always get a very nice trade. You will not always get, wow, it's moving downwards. But maybe if you guys do not know where to get maybe looking to the left of the charts, there might be some kind of points of interest that you might want to close your trade. But if you do not know how to do that, maybe you can close your trade when it touches back onto the red color lines. I just put it very, very simple. So when the green color lines gets close and taps around this area, you just close it. So you will probably still get a probable 1-to-1 risk to reward trade. Okay, how can we I will not do how can we improve on it. Let's look at the charts first. Okay, I'll discard all these. Take a quick look. Okay, I'll clear everything. Clear it out. Yes. Okay. So I'll just close everything. I'll close this out, close this out. So you guys can actually follow me. We can go to indicators. Under indicators, you can type GMMA. So you can see it's a community script. It's run by Daisuke Giwin. Okay, so I'm giving credit to this guy. So it should have 4,523 users. So you can click on that. And then you can see the indicators are already set. All the values are already set. Just now the values I presented in the PowerPoint has been set. So you do not need to edit any of those. Hey, hi, Desiree. Nice to see you. I see you are watching. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, so maybe, okay, just maybe if you're just looking at it, I always want to emphasize, do not always use one single indicator or one single method of trading just to enter. So you cannot just rely directly on this. You cannot just, if it's a long, you set your stop loss below, and then you just long it up based on one single indicator. There is no winning strategy. There is no 100% winning strategy. So let's take maybe let me try to find a trade that, okay, maybe this, okay, I might use this. So if you take a look at this crossover, and then if you aim your take profits right here, there's a, I'll close it out. So if there is a take profits right here at this area, and then your stop loss at the very top, once the crossover happened, this is actually a very, very bad example. So I'll just get the paintbrush out. So if you enter right here, the crossover happened, your stop loss at the very top, your risk to reward becomes negative 0.78. So this is not a good trade setup. Do you personally only use the 1 hour and 30 minutes time frame? If I want to be very, very frank with you guys, using my own personal trading method, I'm usually on the 5 minutes, 1 minute charts. Hey, hi Desiree. Nice, nice. So yeah, I'm usually on the 1 minute chart or 5 minute chart. But if I'm busy, recently I've been busy, so I've been on the 1 hour charts. So maybe I can show you guys later on a few setups that I actually took. So yesterday also, I had a trade setup I took on EU and it hit take profit. It was like 1 to 2 point something risk to reward. So yeah, if you actually just focus on this alone and with a no definite take profit area, you can have a very, very bad risk to reward using the crossover alone. So maybe this crossover right here, and then your stop loss at the very, very bottom, just to be extra, extra safe. But price goes up, maybe it's 1 to 3. It's very, very nice if you close it right here. But price went down, and as I was mentioning, for those who do not know where to have your take profits area, you guys might want to close when price steps back onto the red area. So if you do that, that would have been a very, very bad trade too. It would have been a 0.49 risk to reward. So how do we personally improve on that? How can we improve? So maybe some people use the Ichimoku cloud. So maybe they use that, the Ichimoku cloud. So what you want is adding confluence to your trade. What you want is multiple confluence, be it multiple indicators. I know that the GMMA is already multiple moving averages, but why not? Why not just add one more? It's fine. So looking at this Ichimoku cloud, it just looks like random nonsense going around, clouds, shape of a cloud. But if price is above the Ichimoku cloud right here, the green color cloud, price is above, it can indicate that it is a bullish markets. So this is one confluence that caused price to continue moving bullish, pretty strong. It's actually quite hard to break the Ichimoku cloud. So for this area, for these shorts, price right here, for these shorts maybe right here, price is still above the Ichimoku cloud. So if you were to short here, that okay, where is the crossover? Let me check. The crossover happened around here. Okay, it's pretty late crossover. Okay, let me cancel this out. So the crossover is around here, but it's within the Ichimoku cloud. So it is not a very, it's not, I wouldn't say it's not a valid trade, but your confluence wouldn't be great because it's in the middle of it, it's not under it. So even if your risk to reward, you set it that high, your stop loss at the very top, it's still okay, it managed to hit one, but it's still very, very risky, man. So it took quite long. How long did it take? Wow, it took 4 days just for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. That isn't worth it, right? I'm sure most people don't have the patience. A lot of people don't have patience to hold their trade for 4 days. It's a very, very long time. I also don't hold my trades for long. I close my trades within the same day. So I'm an intraday trader. How many of you guys are intraday traders? Yes, sleepless nights. Of course. Look at this. I mean, if I entered right here, I will be in a loss for quite a while. That's like a few hours. There will be 5 hours in a loss, and then price nearly came back up to the break even, and then it continued going up, nearly break even again, and yeah, you'll be very, very sleepless. I'll be thinking about the trade all the time. So how many of you guys are swing traders? How many of you guys are swing traders or scalpers? Swing traders or scalpers or intraday? Wow, Kelvin, you're on a 1 minute chart. Scalp. Hey, Tegan, scalp. Very, very nice. Day and position trader, Pedro. Okay, on the 1 minute chart, Kelvin, what method are you using to trade? Oh, Desiree, you prefer to be a scalper cause you can't sleep well holding. I agree on that. Yeah, I also cannot sleep well. Even if I'm risking very little, I cannot hold a trade overnight. I'll keep thinking about that. Hey, Kaniba, you said you have been scalping lately. What method are you using? Simon, you are a scalper. Arena, what do you mean by 20 minutes? Taylor said supply and demand. Nice. So Taylor, are you using smart money concepts? Okay, Kelvin, you said you are on the 1 minute, you are using FIBS, moving average, divergence, and TL. What is TL? Okay, nice. So you are actually using multiple indicators for your confluence for your trade. Okay, you close okay, Arena, you said you close very soon and the same bar. Okay, can you please repeat your sentence, because I don't quite understand what does I close very soon and same bar means. Oh, Kaniba, supply and demand. Nice. Oh, 20-minute chart time frame. Arena, you're using a 20-minute chart time frame. Wow, I don't think I've ever went to 20 minutes charts before. Wow. Okay, I think this is the very first time I'm actually on the 20-minute charts. That's a very specific number. Why are you using the 20 minutes chart? Is there a specific reason? Taylor, you try to. Yes. Kelvin, you use trend line or use trend line. Okay. Okay, TL is trend line. I got it. Okay, Kaniba, you are using smart money concepts. Nice. So how long have you been learning that? How long have you been learning smart money concepts? Hey, Zoran. Hey, nice. So, okay, you said you try to close the trade at the same day, unless it is not in profits. Then you wait for a few days to go in profits. You try to close the same trade at the same day, unless it's not in profits. So when it's not in profits, do you have a stop loss in place for that specific trade before it goes to take profits? Herein, 3 years. Wait, let me read back the chat. Oh, nice, nice. You have been doing it for 3 years. So nice. I think you are pretty experienced on smart money concepts. And Kaniba, you have been using it the last 3 months. Very good, very good. It's pretty hot lately, smart money concepts. Okay, Zoran say if it goes, yes, you always put SL. Nice, nice. Stop loss. Are you the same Zoran that did the Tesla trade? That you bought Tesla? Are you the same guy? I might have. Oh, you are the same one. Okay, nice. Okay, okay. I don't want to mention it, but yeah, I seen you in the other webinar. Nice, nice. Okay, Elena, you say you take profit in the same bar in the first few minutes. Oh, you are using the 20 minutes because your mentor taught you this. Which one do you recommend? Well, I cannot just give an opinion on your trading method just like that. If it's working and you back tested your method, and I cannot say anything because it's a profitable method for you. Oh yeah, you are the same one and you don't want to miss my webinars. Hey, thanks man. Thank you. Appreciate the support. So maybe moving on. I see some of you guys using smart money concepts. So I will probably be using that to improve on the GMMA strategy. So I'll clear everything out. Okay, which time frame do I recommend? I recommend, okay, for new traders, you probably, I know it sounds weird. So there are, okay, maybe I hide everything. I hide all these. The easiest way for new traders to maybe make their first, to take profits, to maybe start earning some money is you just stay on the daily charts. Although it's going to take quite long, but the hard truth is just stay on the daily charts. So if you're short, you just short it. It will take quite a while. Short, if you're on a bearish downtrend, stop loss at the previous high or the pivots. So it's going to take quite a while, but you can manage your trade pretty well. It will take days, man. But for beginner traders, probably stick to the daily charts. Time frame do I recommend? Normally, when I start my day, for me, I start with the daily. I look at the daily and then I move to the 4 hours. Then I move to the 1 hour charts. After the 1 hour charts, I move on to the 15 minutes, 5 minutes. But I normally stay on the 1 hour chart after I got a general direction of where price might go on the 1 hour charts. Only when price, let's say using smart money concepts, you guys use a lot of this break of structure. So maybe for EU price, if price comes down here, maybe I'll look for retracement and short it downwards. But when I'm looking for my entry, I normally move on to the 1 minute. I want a very refined and precise entry. Precision, perfection. Okay, you just joined the web. Okay, let me check. You just joined the webinar. How many change in indicator? Okay. So currently you just joined. We are presenting on the GMMA, the Guppy multiple moving average indicator. And I'm also showing how others can implement the Ichimoku cloud on the GMMA indicator. Okay, I'll just show you guys maybe a quick trade recap that I took last night. So this was a live trade which I took. So I think I did screenshot it. I did screenshots. Maybe let me check my device. So this was a live trade which I actually took yesterday. I mean, I did screenshot it down. It's on EU. It's the same chart. I think the chart is inverted. This was a live trade. I know most traders don't show their live trading, but well, I will just show it. I show it, man. I don't hide stuff. I think I did told Zoran before. I prefer to be honest instead of, you know, pretending to be someone I'm not. So I do take losses too. It's normal to take losses. No one is perfect. So I'll say I took a trade down. And it hit my take profit cleanly. So why did I take this trade? Looking at the daily yesterday, I marked out the previous daily high. So this trade happened on Monday. So I take it as the previous daily high was on Friday. So I marked it out, and then I set it as the previous. I'll type it out quite fast. Previous daily high. And next is the previous daily low. So after taking a look at this, I noted out there was a possible point of interest right here. And then I moved on to the 4 hours. I just roughly draw out. I don't really know what is going on yet. This is how I did my analysis day to day. So I just roughly draw it out, went to like that, and then what did I notice? I noticed within, let me get the drawing out. So I also noticed within the daily points of interest, there is a 4 hours points of interest also. So it's the 4 hours demand zone. So I noted this area out, and then I set it as the, let me type it out. So I wrote it as my H4 points of interest, H4 demand, and also my points of interest that I'm looking for price to tap into. So after doing that on the H4 chart, I moved on to the 1 hour chart. Moving on to the 1 hour charts. Okay, so I have some kind of OCD, so I like to actually make everything very clean. I like a clean chart without any indicators. But maybe I can let's implement the same trade. Let's implement the same trade with GMMA maybe after I explain it out, and maybe the Ichimoku also, just for added confluence. Okay, you say, Hamid, you ask for analysis on gold. Okay, I'll get right to that in a bit. Okay, Pedro, you ask, do you recommend any books to study smart money concepts and the Wyckoff method? Okay, the Wyckoff method you can read up on Wyckoff books. I think I remember I read up on, where was his books? You can read up on the books he wrote, The Stock Market Technique, Studies in Tape Reading. It was written by him personally, so maybe you can read up on it, then after that you can understand more in depth on why he even saw what he saw on the accumulation distribution. You can read it out first before you can decide whether you want to learn. So for these smart money concepts, there are multiple YouTubers that are currently teaching it. So we have the, first of all, Inner Circle Trader. I'll just send it. I mean, he's free. He's not. Jin did a webinar on Wyckoff methods. Oh, did he? I think it was me. I think it was me. I did the webinar on Wyckoff method for IC markets. So Inner Circle Trader, that guy, he's teaching it for free. He's not charging anything. He's not charging a single cent, and he released all his content for free. So people call him the godfather of smart money concepts. Okay, Pedro, you said perfect. Thanks, no problem. Hamid, you said any change in indicator settings. No, there's no change in indicator settings. It's all by default. So you can search it up. I'll just do a quick repeat for you, Hamid. So it's under indicators. You just search GMMA. It's the first one. So you just click on it. There's no settings for you to change. Ah, yes, it might have been me. Yes, it's me, bro. Yeah, it's me. So sometimes they might accidentally use other people's, okay, my other colleagues' photos or my colleagues' names, but I'm the one presenting it. Ah, yes. Hey, thanks. You said thanks, handsome. Hey, don't say like that, bro. You very. It's okay. So after you draw previous daily high and low, then okay, let me go back. Previous daily high and low, I marked out the, so I was mentioning just now, I marked out the points of interest So I usually have a point of interest on the daily. So for this, my points of interest was this candle right here. But then I move on to the 4 hours. I noticed there was a 4 hours demand. So I just left it as that. So I move on to the 1 hour charts. And what I did was I waited for price yesterday to clear the previous low. So it broke right here. And then, as I always mention, look for market imbalance. So market imbalance is right there. So how do we spot market imbalance? So maybe we can draw it out. Here there is also a market imbalance located right here. Price went back up to clear it, and before it continued downwards. So same goes to here. Zooming in, market imbalance right here at this area. So price went up, tapped into my sell entry, and it continued downwards towards my points of interest. So I took this area as a strong break of structure because this is the hourly chart and price closed with the body instead of a wick. So it had a body close, breaking the previous daily low. So I entered at the imbalance. Let me get it out. So I drew it out here. That's the imbalance right there. My short position. And my stop loss was just right here. Because why is my stop loss here? I know some of you guys want to have a very safe stop loss. You guys will say, oh, smart money concepts, there is a equal high. You'll start to say there's a equal high right here. Price can break, can go higher. So why do you set your stop loss here? Yes, that might be a bit technical, but if you look carefully at this area, price has already cleared the market imbalance. So I took this entire area as market imbalance cleared. This area should be respected, should be a respected high just because it cleared the market imbalance. So I set my stop loss there, right there, and my entry was just there. So I always like to tell you guys not to haggle with the risk to reward, trying to get a better one. So maybe you want to move higher and higher, get a very nice Instagram 1 to 8 risk to reward. But no, I just enter. I'm not greedy, so I enter at when price first taps into the market's imbalance. So maybe if you guys are interested, you can check out. So this is actually I'm just showing. I'm not promoting. So I just showing a forecast. I normally do it. Okay, it's over here. So I normally do it. I just normally do it for free in my own free time. So whenever I'm free, I just like to do some forecasts. So yesterday I had a EU forecast. I wrote it at 1 p.m. Singapore time. So I was forecasting price to clear the previous daily low. Was that me there? Yes, this is me. This is my account. So yeah, yesterday I forecasted this at 1 p.m. Singapore time. I was forecasting for price to hit the H4 point of interest, which I had just presented. So we can take a look where price went to. So yeah, it hit the point of interest before it bounced up. Yeah, so if there is a pretty good trade setup, then I will post it. Else I don't post it. I normally don't post it. So 31st October. So today I didn't have much ideas. So I was pretty neutral since we were in a range. So price could possibly head up, could possibly head up, or could possibly head down. But it's in a range, so do be careful. I would rather maybe sell. I'm not sure where the market will be headed, but always look for confirmation. Smart money concepts you guys always talk about.
Testing. Can you guys hear me? Now good? All right. Hey guys, nice to see you guys. All right, have fun.
Yeah, thank you. No problem. Thank you. Okay. Hey, I do apologize for that. Oh, you guys miss Desmond, ah? Yes. So actually he's quite busy today, so I'm actually taking over him. So okay, good. Nice. Everything is great. Okay, let's go right back. So I was saying, okay, thank you guys for waiting. Okay, I've been watching him and you at the same time. Hey, appreciate Zoran. Thank you very much. So as I was mentioning, I was talking about these charts right here, which I wrote on the October 22nd. Saturday, I was expecting price to tap into the fair value gap, the smart money concepts, inner circle trader. So I was looking for price to go up to the point of interest, tap back into the fair value gap before we go up, and hit the take profits at 1.00863. So this is the unmitigated fair value gap. So what do I mean by that? So we have a fair value gap right here. Price only tapped into that, but we haven't hit the 50% equilibrium, the 50% area. So that's why I marked out the 1.00863 area. So I was expecting price to bounce and hit there. Give me a moment. So if we press start, you can see price actually tapped in, reflected off the 1.00863 exactly before it rebounds back downwards. So yeah, I think smart money concepts is pretty useful, it's pretty hot. It helped me a lot with my trading. And for the rest of the people in chats who have been using smart money concepts, do let me know if your trading had improved significantly when you guys moved on to that. So yeah, if you guys, yeah, this is just my account. I'll just share whenever I'm free. So if you guys maybe want to follow, it's just right there. So yeah, moving on to that trade. So I entered, so it took me about roughly 6 hours. 6 hours before it hits 1 to 2.63 take profits area. So yeah, so maybe we can combine it with the Ichimoku cloud, adding confluence to that since we are in a sell. Price is in a downtrend. That is the first confluence. Let me write it down. Confluences for this trade. And then lastly, I'll add the GMMA in. So first we have its downtrend. Secondly, the previous daily low was broken by a body close. Previous daily low broken by candle body close. So candle body close, I'll take it as it's a strong close. So after this is closed, after this done, we add one more. Price is below the Ichimoku cloud, which indicates that it is a bearish market. Price below the Ichimoku cloud. We are just adding confluences to the trade. Moving on, we also have the GMMA. So we can say that the GMMA crossover happened. It already happened. It crossed over already. So we can add that in for the GMMA method that we are learning today. The Guppy multiple moving average crossover. So we want multiple confluences. So another confluence that we can get is, okay, maybe we can draw the Fibonacci, a Fibonacci line from the bottom up. So let's take a look. Maybe there might be an area there. Okay, there isn't anything pretty clean there. Okay, drawing from the very bottom, we have a 50% Fibonacci in the area, which adds confluence to our points of interest. The H4 demand points of interest. So I'll just delete this. I think it's a bit messy already. It's getting more and more messy. So I just add in take profits, confluence has the 50% Fibonacci line there. Okay, you said, Hamid, you said it's possible to make analysis on Go, XAU, USD. Sure, I'll get into it after a while. Give me a moment. Okay, Pedro, you asked when you look at the Ichimoku cloud, which time frame is most relevant? Well, it's the same thing. Looking at top-down analysis, if you look at the 4 hours, 4 hours price is still above the Ichimoku cloud. But if you go down to the 1 hour, it's not the same case. Price is still below the Ichimoku cloud, indicating a bearish market on the 1 hour charts. So it actually depends on, you just try to do trend following, try to follow the trend. So if 4 hours is in a trending market, try to look for a buy instead of trying to sell. But for me, since I'm an intraday, I know that I'm already going against trend. It was probably a risky trade. Well, smart money concepts, I'm not sure if those who have learned it know that price usually acts like a magnet. It's like a magnet to go to the previous low or the previous high. So it's like a magnet. When it's close by, it starts to attract itself there. So it's like a magnet. So I took this trade. Okay, got it. Sure. Okay, so Hamid was asking on analysis on Go. So let me move on to Go. Okay, you're asking for an analysis on Go. Well, I'll get right into that. So looking at the daily first, what is happening to Go? What is happening? So for retail traders, few of you guys would probably say it's a triangle. A lot of retail traders, say it's in some kind of triangle, they will try to fit in all these kind of lines. But for me, I don't see that. I see it as there is multiple liquidity lying right here. What do I mean by that on the daily? Sell side liquidity. So you're looking at this area, this week, and this week. There is a possibility that price can come down to clear all this liquidity resting right here before it bounce back up. But why am I not looking at the top? Well, at the top, if you draw this line carefully, we always must have a reason. I always want a reason on why price does what it does. So why did price head downwards from here? Because price cleared the buy side liquidity. Liquidity on the daily. So where is it resting? It's resting right here and right here. Price came up to clear it before it came down. But what about here? There's no zone. I don't see any zone. You're thinking there's no zone there. That's where we go on to the 4 hour charts. So on the 4 hour chart, there is a demand zone. There is a H4 demand zone right here. So I'll change it to green. So I'll type it as H4 demand zone. So this is how I would analyze. So I don't trade Go. I haven't touched Go for quite a while, but sure, I'll do the analysis. So buy side liquidity, H4 demand. So we have every reason. I want all the reasons why price is doing what it did. So for here, price tapped into the H4 demand zone and then it reflected off. It cleared the buy side liquidity resting there before it went downwards. Again, I want to know what is the latest outcome. Why is price over here? Why is price moving upwards? So I'll just mark it out as there is a H1, H4 demand zone right here. Just write it out. Just getting an idea, just getting where price might go. So looking back at the daily, price is currently resting in the market's imbalance zone. So we are in the market's imbalance zone right here. Price just came in. This is the daily chart. Price is in the daily market's imbalance zone. Then we move on to the 4 hours. So 4 hours, there is a market imbalance right here that we can look for gold to tap into. Since gold is on a downtrend, it's possible, not confirmed, it might be possible for price to, let me get the forecast, for price to tap into the imbalance right here and possibly clear the sell side liquidity. It might be possible, it might not be. So yeah, so I'm actually just looking for gold to tap into this area, but I'll not be taking anything since I'm not touching gold. Do you use market imbalance only once? No, I use it multiple times. So you can see since price is going up here, that we can see market imbalance resting here also. Resting here also. There's many. So I only focus on the market's imbalance where price is possibly heading towards. And I always use the larger time frame market imbalance. So if there's a H4, I'll just leave it as the H4 as that. So when price gets into that, maybe we can go down to the 1 hour, start to refine. So when we refine it, we see there's more market imbalance. So we start to watch out for these areas. So adding confluence to that area, we are now on the 1 hour chart zoomed in. I'll draw it out. If you guys notice right here, there is liquidity resting right there. And we have the equal highs. So we can look for price to clear this area. So just looking at this area, what you want is multiple confluences. So maybe we can draw a Fibonacci line, drawing from the top at the swing high to the swing low. So right there at the buy side liquidity, the equal high area, there is a 50% Fibonacci line right there. Also adding confluence to that, there is a H1 market imbalance. So when you want price to go to a certain area or you expect price to go to a certain area, we always have multiple confluences. We want a reason why should price go there. You cannot just tell me I think so, or you are just based on your gut feeling. That's not the way to trade. So drawing out the market imbalance. So I'll just mark it as red, name it as the H1 market imbalance. So yeah, there's a H1 market imbalance right there in the center where we can expect price to possibly clear. So those who are in the buy, congratulations. I personally think, my personal analysis, I think that price can clear this buy side liquidity, hit the H1 market imbalance together with the 50% Fibonacci line. So yeah, so maybe we can use the indicator, the GMMA, take a look. So yeah, price nicely crossed. So we are actually doing a crossover now. Crossover to the bullish market side. There's a crossover happening right there. I'm not sure how long this will last because on the H1, we are currently on a bearish trend. And on the H4 also, we are on a bearish trend. So if I'm trading, I probably be a trend following. So I'll probably follow trend doing so if it's a downward trend, I'll search for sales. If it's in the trending upwards, I'll search for buys. Any recommendations on GMMA for MT4? Nicholas, you asked that question. Well, I haven't checked out the GMMA indicator for MT4. So maybe you can check the MT4 marketplace. So maybe someone is selling that, not sure. GMMA, so maybe there might be a free one. Ah yes, there's a free one, Guppy GMMA cross indicators. So yeah, maybe you want to use it. Maybe you guys might want to use it. It's free anyway. So yeah. Okay, USD JPY briefly, please. Sure. So just for the last finishing touch on gold, turning on the Ichimoku cloud, and yeah, price is inside the Ichimoku cloud. So I'll be waiting for price to maybe still be inside. Okay, Ichimoku crowd, it might be hard to explain, but when it's inside the crowd, it's a hard area. It's harder to break a very very thick red cloud. The thicker it is, the harder it is to break. You can see this area is a very very thick green cloud. Price tried to break, went back up, and then it broke. It took quite a while to break that area. Okay, USD JPY. Okay, let me take a quick look on the daily, mark it out quite fast. Okay, there's this intervention right here. They spend like $40 billion selling or buying JPY. So it cleared the previous daily low already. So I'll just mark it out as that. Moving to the 4 hours. So looking at the daily first. Okay, so we have a demand zone right there. Moving on to the 4 hours. I'll just refine it down. There is a H4 demand zone right there. So I'll just change it to green. Next is 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour. I'll just leave it as that already. Because price could, okay, maybe this area, maybe I can make it smaller. But I'll just leave it as that. So if I am currently in a sell, I would probably take partials right here. Partials, I'll probably take partials if I'm in a sell right now. Let price do its thing. Let price tap into this area, close a partial, and then maybe we can search for a long. Maybe for scalpers, I know on 1 minute you guys start to look when at the demand zone, you start to look whether is it possible for me to buy up a bit, take profit, close, scalping. So yeah, I don't see anything much on USD JPY. Maybe just for price to tap into this 4 hours demand area, H4 demand area. Maybe for scalpers you can start to look for long rights here, but those in a sell, congratulations. So yeah, this is just a very very brief one. It's just a very very brief explanation on what I see on USD JPY. Can teach us simple scalping method on 5 minutes time frame. Sure, let me maybe go to Euro USD. Quick one, 5 minutes. Okay, maybe 5 minutes you can't see anything. I usually use 15 minutes. I usually wait for the 15 minutes break of structure. Let me take a look. There's no clean setups. I'm trying to look for a nice setup, a long setup. Although I know this area broke structure, but the retracement isn't that great. So my stop loss would have been at the bottom, so it's not that good. Let me try to find a quick one. I want something significant, something pretty significant that I can show you guys. Okay, maybe this right here. So on the M15 charts, we can see over here, price, what we want to see, price cleared all the liquidity, price continue going downwards, and then for Wyckoff, I know you guys would say this is the spring area, price sprung up, spring, broke market structure, broke one more time, but how do we enter? So we move on the moment price closed on breaking this structure right here. I'll get the arrow, price broke the structure right there. Moving to the 5 minutes chart, we can see that. So I know for smart money concept traders, some of you guys would be drawing a point of interest for price to go up. But for me, I'm actually using market imbalance for my entry, just in case I miss the trade. So zooming in on the 5 minutes, we have a very, very tiny, very, very minute points, very minute little imbalance right there. So I will probably enter right there. My stop loss will be here instead of at the very bottom, just because why? As I mentioned earlier, there was one EU trade which I took yesterday because I saw this area, the market's imbalance got cleared. So I expect this area to be a respected low. So with my entry in place, stop loss right here. Where's my long position? Long position right here, stop loss at the bottom. So the first area I normally aim is to clear the next high. Clearing the next high, what do I mean by that? The next high is right here. So I'll name this the buy side liquidity. So the moment price clears this buy side liquidity, I would be taking partials on my trade. So yeah, this is just a very, very quick and simple explanation on the 5 minutes one. You're asking, are you with us on the live analysis tomorrow? Let me check. I think, let me check. I don't think I am live tomorrow. Okay, we have the upcoming webinars, so let me take a look. Trading sessions. Is there a trade? Yeah, tomorrow it shouldn't be me. It shouldn't be me. If there is, let me check the calendar. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, tomorrow Jindao will be presenting the live analysis. Tomorrow is Jindao. Okay, Chen, do we have another Wyckoff class? I still have issues finding the points. Okay, so maybe if I'm free, you can try to contact me on my TradingView account. Maybe you guys can find me and just message me on just take a screenshot of your charts, send it to me. If I'm free, I'll try my best to reply you guys. It's on Doge Stongs. So you guys can actually contact me here. If I'm free, I'll reply you guys. So I actually did a Wyckoff accumulation part 1, part 2 education series. So you guys can do a quick one too. Imbalance course. Okay, you are giving me ideas, so maybe I can do a quick education series imbalance or SMC also. Okay, quick question. Why do so many people focus on Euro USD instead of commodities like gold or silver? Is there a reason for this? Because scalpers, when they scalp, you are looking for 1 to 5 minutes take profits, looking for quick take profits, and Euro USD has very, very low spread. So Euro USD has a 0.1. Most of the time it's a 0.1 spread. That is the reason why people use Euro USD, just because of its low spread. I don't think I have time for the GMMA and Ichimoku indicators to work on the 15-minute time frame at the moment. Maybe you can backtest it out at the very same time. I think, Hamid, you're probably still looking for a trading method. I suggest you to maybe to backtest it. You write out a trading method. Maybe if you're interested, the GMMA and Ichimoku, so you start looking from maybe a few years back, 2018 up to 2022. So you can backtest, check whether your GMMA and Ichimoku method is working for you on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, imbalance cost. Okay, I probably will do the education series. Okay, Zoran, you're asking out of curiosity, how old are you? Hey guys, how old am I? Are you guys interested? Guess, how old am I? Zoran asked, how old am I? Nice, thanks. You share how I'm drawing. Sure, just contact me, send it over in the chat. Is there GMMA on MT5? Yes, I think I sent it to chats in the entire audience. I think it's free. It's a course on SMC and imbalance and order block. Sure. If I'm free, I'll write it out. Education series. I'll just do a quick, simple write-up. Okay, Zoran, you think I'm 21. Kelvin, do you think I'm 16? I'm not 16. So Godwin, you think I'm 28? Said, you think I'm 25? Desiree, you think I'm 26? In your 20s? I'm definitely in my 20s. I am 23. I'm 23 years old. Ah yeah, you guys are pretty close. I'm 23. So yeah, I've wow, inspiration. When do you start trading? At what age? I started trading at 19 years old. When I was 19. So I guess it's a good 4 years. Oh yeah, 50, sure. It's still a learning journey. I do not know everything. Still learning. I'm still learning every day. It's a new learning process. I didn't know about anything about trading at your age. Well, last time, last time there was a close friend of mine. He actually put me into trading. He told me that if I, cause I was last time I was just looking for money. I want quick money. So I did all kind of funny jobs, giving out flyers. But what he told me was long-term growth. The moment he told me about long-term growth, I was thinking, what is that? What is long-term growth? They told me about trading, put me into charts, looking at charts and all those type of things. Okay, regarding GFX, watching the YouTube free ones, is it good enough or need to pay for the paid course? I think it's actually good enough already. I think it's good enough already. So there's one more guy, I think he's called Indonesia Smart Money Concepts. So I think he gave out free PDF on it. Indonesia Smart Money Concepts. I think that's his channel name. He speaks in Bahasa, but he gave out some free Word documents. I think it's pretty easy to understand. So yeah, no problem, Desiree. Okay, guys, if you guys have any more questions, feel free to let me know in chat before I end the webinar. But if you guys have any questions about your charts, your trading, you can actually contact me on my account right here. You can contact me. I will try my best to answer your questions whenever I'm free. Hey Simon, no problem. No problem. Okay, my throat is a bit dry. Okay, thank you so much. It's been a good webinar. Sure, thank you. I was trying to find a contact in the VIP room, but couldn't find. Okay, which VIP room are you in? Oh, the IC Markets VIP room. I think you have to check maybe in the Euro USD. Maybe Euro USD or Ethereum USD. I posted a few things there. Hey, thank you for your time. It's always awesome. Hey, thanks, Petro. Thank you very much. A good presentation, brother. I did learn something new today. So now I will do my due diligence to improve on what was taught. Yes, please do backtest before you use real money on your trades. Just backtest. Thank you for the webinar. Fahad, thank you very much. Kelvin, thank you. Hey, thanks, Desiree. You learned a lot. Hey, I do hope to share more of my knowledge with you guys in the future. So please do tune in. Do tune in to the future webinar. So I was actually reading Fahad's name. So he said, "Holy, I pronounce your name perfectly." Yes, Fabio, thank you. RJ, thank you. Nicholas, you love my comprehensive approach to trading. Okay, so when okay, I actually love trading a lot. So during the weekends, I usually write the education series. I got nothing to do, so I wrote all this. So somebody gave me the idea on imbalance smart money concepts. So I'll do the education series on that. Thanks, Marcelo. If you guys do enjoy this webinar, do tune in. Do sign up for the future webinars. Sign up for the upcoming webinars. Just join it. It will be listed under right here. icmarkets.com/go/webinars. So yeah. Hey, thank you very much for joining me today. I'll show my face one more time. I'll show my face one more time on this. So yeah, my name is Chen Yongjing and I appreciate you guys for joining me today. Okay, bye guys. Bye bye. Try to end this.